You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, it is official. The Bengals and the Bills game will not resume. The game has been officially canceled, and this definitely has an effect on the playoffs. Now, NFL teams are actually going to be meeting later today, if I'm not mistaken, because the NFL has laid out their plan for the playoffs. Now, this is only going to affect the AFC because the Bills and the Bengals, they play in the AFC, and it's pretty much set in stone who's actually going to qualify for the playoffs in the AFC, if I'm not mistaken. However, seeding has been a major issue, and this is what the NFL has proposed. So let's go ahead and dive into this. This is from the NFL's website themselves. Week 17, Buffalo-Cincinnati game will not resume. Neutral AFC championship site being considered. Now, guys, I'm not a fan of that neutral site game at all. If it was me, I would have actually just pushed the playoffs back 1 week and get rid of the bye week with the Super Bowl. And then I believe that would have been fair to everyone, because this actually does affect the Buffalo Bills. They actually had the 1 seed going into that matchup with Cincinnati. And as of right now, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Kansas City Chiefs actually will lose a tiebreaker with the Bills. They actually lost head-to-head to the Bills. Also, they lost head-to-head to the Bengals. But this proposal here by the NFL, they actually come out and they make a statement here. It says here, the NFL announced today that the Week 17 Buffalo Bills at Cincinnati Bengals game will not resume and has been canceled. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell informed all clubs of his decision earlier today. After speaking with the Bills, Bengals, and NFL Players Association leadership, quote, "This has been a very difficult week," Goodell said. "We continue to focus on the recovery of Damar Hamlin and are encouraged by the improvements in his condition, as well as the tremendous outpouring of support and care for Damar and his family from across the country. We are also incredibly appreciative of the amazing work of the medical personnel and commend each and every one of them." Now, here is what the NFL is proposing here. It says here, among the key factors in arriving at this decision, not playing the Buffalo-Cincinnati game to its conclusion will have no effect on which clubs qualify for the postseason. That's true right there. No club will qualify for the postseason. No club will be eliminated based on the outcome of this game. Yeah. It would require postponing the start of the playoffs for 1 week, thereby affecting all 14 clubs that qualify for the postseason play. Making the decision prior to Week 18 is consistent with our competitive principles, enables all clubs to know the playoff possibilities prior to playing the final weekend of regular season games. Canceling the game between the Bills and Bengals creates potential competitive inequities in certain playoff scenarios. In an effort to mitigate those inequities, NFL clubs will consider tomorrow, which is today, in a special league meeting, a resolution recommended by the commissioner and approved today by the competition committee, consisting of 2 elements. Here we go. 1, the AFC championship game will be played at a neutral site if the participating teams played an unequal number of games, and both could have been the number 1 seed and hosted the game had all AFC clubs played a full 17-game regular season. Those circumstances involve Buffalo or Cincinnati qualifying for the game as a road team and are listed below. Scenario 1, Buffalo and Kansas City both win or tie. A Buffalo versus Kansas City championship game would be at a neutral site. Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Baltimore wins or ties. A Buffalo versus Kansas City championship game would be at a neutral site, because they're saying that basically Kansas City would be the 1 seed. Scenario 3, Buffalo and Kansas City both lose and Cincinnati wins, a Buffalo or Cincinnati versus Kansas City championship game would be at a neutral site. If Buffalo defeats Cincinnati in Week 18, it will have defeated Cincinnati, a division opponent, twice, but will not be able to host a playoff game because Cincinnati will have a higher winning percentage for a 16-game schedule than Baltimore will for a 17-game schedule right there. Now, however, you guys can go and read the rest of this right here, but this proposal here by the NFL, Joe Mixon of the Cincinnati Bengals, he is not happy with this. Now, he actually put out a tweet because based on the rules of the NFL, it's actually supposed to go to win percentage. And he tweets out, so we're not following the rules no more. And he actually puts up a tweet with the policy manual for member clubs. In other words, NFL rulebook here. And he points this out right here. On G, competitive policy for canceled games. If a game is canceled, a team standing in its division or in its conference, qualification as a wildcard team in the playoffs or position in playoff seeding shall be determined on the basis of its final record. When necessary, playoff tiebreakers shall be calculated according to per game averages for all teams. So in other words, they're talking about win percentage right there. So he's saying that the NFL is violating its own rule book by actually proposing neutral site games. Now, like I said before, they have their own rules. I didn't actually know about that rule, to tell you the truth. I can't remember the last time we actually had a canceled NFL game. Oh, if you guys actually know, let us know that in the comments. I just don't remember that at all. But it does say here on Larry Brown Sports, Mixon's point is that the NFL already has a rule in place for how to account for canceled games. The rule is that the league goes to winning percentages to determine playoff seeding. There would be no need for neutral sites or coin flips, which is what the league is proposing. Yeah, I just saw that about a coin flip. I mean, would they actually leave that up to a coin flip to decide who actually gets a home playoff game? I would not do that. Although reaching the AFC Championship game against Kansas City would yield a neutral field game for the Bengals, little else to the proposal helps them. If the league went by the rules in place, the Bengals would have clinched the AFC North and a home playoff game. In the proposal, a coin flip would determine home field if the Ravens beat the Bengals in Week 18 and the teams are matched up in a wildcard game. Additionally, the proposal unfairly would not make a Bills-Bengals playoff game a neutral site game, nor would it make a divisional round playoff game between the Chiefs and the Bengals a neutral site game. If the NFL is looking to be fair, then they shouldn't omit those scenarios, but they are, and Mixon is not happy about it. When the league owners vote on the proposal Friday, expect the Bengals to be opposed. A 24-vote supermajority is required for the NFL's proposal to pass. Okay, so they need a supermajority for this to actually pass, not a simple majority. I know this is probably very, very confusing. I'm still a little bit confused on this as well. But the rules are the rules, and if the NFL owners are going to stick by the rule book, then if it comes down to it, then Kansas City should actually get home field advantage over the Buffalo Bills, mainly because they won one more game due to the Bills actually having their game canceled. I don't like that. Maybe they got to look at the rule book in the offseason, and try to change that. We will have to see. We'll keep you guys updated on what will actually happen with the playoffs. It's very, very confusing. It seems like a complete mess in AFC. The NFC, nothing's going to happen with them. This is mainly affecting the AFC. Now, I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of teams that are actually qualifying for the playoffs, I'm pretty sure they would love a bye week. And that's what I would have done. But now I see this rule book. I don't like the rule, But the rule is what it is. I say just give everybody 1 week off. Let the Cincinnati and Bills game complete to determine, seeding in the AFC. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.